Hello and welcome to episode 136 of TNA Top 10, February 15th, 2026. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's move past that.
So
I'm
it's
T Weave. With me as always are Andrew and Allison Faye. How's it going, fellas?
I prefer Single Awareness Day. Here's the thing. If you are so set up on February the 14th being the only day that you have any sort of romanticism
There it
in your
is.
life, get the fuck out
That's
of
right.
whatever relationship you're in, because that sucks. I'm just telling you right now. And I can say that as a singles person because I'm unbiased. Fair and balanced, better than Fox News. We'll get there in a minute. Them fuckers deserve it too. But anyway, Valentine's A, Terry, that is for everybody not getting the V or the D this year on February the 14th. Happy Valentine's A. The commercialization of Valentine's Day is over. We are on to Easter, folks. This is like moving on to
No.
sports seasons here in the retail business.
There's
We're
no
on to
other.
Easter, Allison.
That is not the next holiday, Andrew.
It is at Walmart.
No, I was gonna say opening day comes before Easter this year. So
Very true. Opening day is a holiday of its own, and
That's
opening day at Yankee Stadium will be very memorable this year because I will be there and in full Yankee regalia just for Allison. She allegedly said we're going to need extra time because I'm going to want to tour the monument and all of the good stuff, which she knows me. That is correct. That is
I'm
fact.
gonna put him on airport time for Yankee Stadium.
Oh no, we're not
Allison's
doing all
airport
that.
time. Oh,
Don't you
yes, we
start
are.
with me. Don't you start with me about airports.
If you want to get to Monument Park, it closes before the game, and there is a line, especially opening
You're
day.
talking to someone
Trust
who
your
is up
girl.
at 5 o'clock every morning without an alarm. I promise you, it is going to be like a kid on Christmas when we go visit the house that Babe built. So, well, kind of. They've moved it, but it's still the house.
Oh,
So, without Babe Ruth, there's no Yankee Stadium of any kind. Speaking of, I sent a video to you both. Terry probably didn't watch it because that's what kind of communist he is. He thinks I just send him random things. I sent it with
I still
intention.
haven't gotten through the end of the things from 2024 yet.
oh, good Lord.
Don't ask him about his email account either.
No.
It's just triple digits right now.
But Fernando
Stop it.
Cruz,
You're giving me anxiety.
Fernando Cruz is having batting practice again, or pitching against batting practice with Aaron Judge. And he decided to leave one in the middle of the plate about belt high to a 6'7", 285-pound hitter. And I don't know that it's landed in Tampa yet. That thing is still somewhere in the stratosphere. Maybe we can get Allison or your people on it, Terry. Get something to locate that ball, because I promise you, if you pitch a ball to Aaron Judge belt high, middle, it's going out of whatever the hell park he's batting in. Whatever park.
Thanks,
Don't
man.
do what I do.
I know. I'm like sitting here like that is wrong. I should not be throwing those signs.
So Andrew took over a little bit. So here's what's happened since in the 2 weeks since we've been here. We did not go head to head with the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl happened. That's my notes for that. Winter Olympics is underway. Now, we're getting there. Hold on, I got a list. Sometimes you have to listen to a list before you talk.
Okay.
The Super Bowl happened. The Winter Olympics is underway. 10,000 condoms in 3 days is what I hear. Curling controversy, and then Cyrus had a big soccer weekend this weekend, so that's what let us hear.
Okay, from
Start
the top
with Cyrus and the soccer weekend.
Yes, let's do that.
Went to Birmingham. A little bit of a last minute invite to a game yesterday morning, early, and we don't do get up and drive kind of things. So I went to a hotel Friday night and stayed there.
Because we're hotel people.
We are. And I got my Hilton honors, and I'm building up
right.
points, and all that. So that went well. They've had one regular season game in the second half of the season, so they're now 8-1-1, second place. So that's where we are. So that went well. Beat the parent club. Our parent club is in Birmingham. We're in Huntsville. So it's always good to kind of win the in-family game. So we won that 5-1. So that was big. 2 assists yesterday. Both of them, he drilled the ball off the goalie, and then somebody got the rebound and kicked it in. So
good job, Cyrus.
And then we're gonna avenge the tie from the first half of the season this Saturday as one of the teams from Memphis comes down.
Nice, exciting.
So
yeah, that's a pretty good record.
We love
Yeah,
seeing how much
record.
he's grown. It's exceptional to see how his skill has grown and how he keeps moving up. And it's, good job, Dad.
I heard something the other day. I was just watching videos, and there was a coach, and I don't remember if it was a soccer coach or baseball coach or somebody said, if you are dominating, then you are in the wrong league.
Correct. Yep.
And we really feel that. So we take on the challenge of moving up, more competition, get better. So that's kind of where we are.
And one thing I've noticed is he's okay with losing. He understands. Like it's part of the journey. And sometimes you get beat.
Yeah, there humility is a big deal. Like I didn't mention it, but the first game got, he played on a different team.
Right.
And they lost 5-0, and it was not his team, but inside the club. But that's going to happen. And you just do your best to support it and grow from it. But the Super Bowl happened.
Or as Andrew and I like to say, a Bad Bunny concert with football before and after it. Full disclosure, I am definitely one of those people who did not understand a word of what was being sung. Didn't matter. It was exceptional. It was so good. Everything about it I loved from beginning to end. Andrew, all you.
Yeah, so Bad Bunny culturally wove together the experience of Puerto Rico in the last 30 or 40 years, from the hurricane where the house didn't have electricity to the people working in the farms to the plant, the bananas. Obviously, the music, the singing brings in Ricky Martin, brings in Lady Gaga. To your point, you don't have to understand what Bad Bunny sang to appreciate it. And I don't need to say that on here and have anybody believe me. 135 million people watched Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl this year. And what was a very unsexy Super Bowl in many ways, with the Seahawks and the Patriots. And then, as I may have said to our people on the other show on this channel, Footballers, apparently Timmy C did not believe Seattle had a very good defense. So when they do the recap of the Footballers season this week, I would like Timmy C in a loud, clear voice to say Seattle does not have a very good defense, because they showed up in the Super Bowl and they had a really good defense. Now, Mike Bober mentions pregame, Green Day. They sang American Idiot, as I hoped they would sing American Idiot. For those of you who don't know, American Idiot was written during the George Bush administration about George Bush and the Iraq War, and it has now been modified to the Donald Trump administration concerning his use of ICE in American cities.
I didn't know it had been modified. Okay.
Take that. Oh, yeah. Now they call him Trump's an American Idiot. Yeah, they actually call him out in the song.
They named that.
And they actually, they didn't air it, but they did actually do it at the stadium.
Yeah. So, but American Idiot was good, Mike. And you can say that the pregame with Green Day. Here is what I would say, because I've told you all before, I am not a nice person, but I am a good person.
I don't think you had to tell us.
I will hurt your feelings, but this is what I would like people in this country to understand. You bigots out there that were so worried about a Bad Bunny concert in Spanish, I'd like you to take 10% of that energy and apply that particular sentiment and feeling to what's happening in Washington with Jeffrey Epstein and this international child pedophile ring. Be that pissed off, just 10%. 10% be pissed off because, we don't understand it. Bitch, I've seen your Facebook post. You don't speak fucking English either. So, get away from me.
But you mentioned it. I mean, he told a story about Puerto Rico.
Yes.
And like I didn't. I mean, I know some Spanish, but I'm not keeping up with that. But yeah, he very much through all the imagery that was there told the story of the history of Puerto Rico there, and that was cool.
He also had a couple of people that were really, really yes, Amy, we do look hot as astronauts. You are correct. But that were really important. Like he had the 5-year-old little boy that had been detained by ICE, and he gave him his Grammy.
That actually wasn't the case. That was what was released and reported. It's apparently a childhood actor, which sucks.
Oh, okay. So I take it back. Then that's horrible.
I got caught too. Yeah, I got caught too.
What about the real wedding? Was that true?
That was legit. The real wedding during that was legit.
And if you saw the segment with like the bodega owner, that woman is an actual bodega owner in New York City for one of the last Puerto Rican style kind of social club. Excuse me, not bodega owner. Social club, Puerto Rican social club.
Yeah. So, and here's the other thing that infuriates me. You guys can go ahead and talk about you want to drive your truck and go to fish and hunt or whatever that dude was singing that was horrible at the Kid Rock concert. There were 200 paid actors there in Florida. Puerto Rico is an American territory. Mm-hmm. They vote in American elections. Mm-hmm. They have determination as to who the president of the United States is. They have just never become the 51st state of the country. And now I'm teaching everybody 4th grade social studies again. But
they don't all want to be part of it. They don't all want to be associated with it. But that's true for the 50 states that exist.
But really. Philippines, Guam, all American territories, Puerto Rico has continued to be an American territory. And so Bad Bunny is an American citizen that doesn't speak one language, but 2, that grew up poor and became a 3-time Grammy Latin pop star, which matters because it has never been done before.
Correct.
Okay,
wait. So let me take the next one. All right.
Okay.
Can I take the next one?
Take whatever you want to take.
Wait, hold on. I want to check the notes.
It's our show. We do whatever we want.
Winter Olympics is underway. You want to talk about 10,000 condoms?
That's it. Nope. I skipped that. That happens every time. That's nothing new. The Olympians are horny. All right, it happens. You're single. You're overseas.
They had to turn Grindr off because they didn't want to tattle on people. That makes
exactly.
Let's talk about curling.
Let's talk about curling. That is exactly where I wanted to go next.
Yeah.
Okay. Curling. Kudos to friend of the show, Mike Bober, for tipping me off to this first thing in the morning. I think it was yesterday. Canadians are cheaters. Okay. There's no way around it. It is an exceptional story. So what happens is they don't usually get this one certain angle, which is after you let go of the rock from the side. They usually get it from different views. The rule is you can touch the handle, but you cannot touch the granite of the rock.
Right.
The team, I forget what team it was. Sweden knew that Canada had been doing this, so they set up a guy in the crowd to videotape what was happening, and that's the video that was released. That's why when you see them arguing about it before they have the big blow up, the Sweden guy tells the other one, don't argue right now, so and so's got it on tape.
Oh, okay.
When they accuse the Canadian guy,
oh man,
he flips out, starts just expletives. Lex would have just been like, no foul language. But oh my God, it was so bad. And then the video came out and it's like, yeah, go ahead. Try to keep defending yourself because you're digging yourself a grave.
Well, and you can say, well, he barely touched it. But here's the thing. This is a rock sliding on ice. Barely touching it does a lot.
100% correct. So to me, they should be gone.
Yeah.
Like gone, and there should be a ban for a little while. Like,
right.
But that's me.
And while Allison enjoys curling, we may have this debate next week on our Olympic show, which we'll get to at the end. I prefer figure skating, and Ilya, the quad god, has delivered in America doing a backflip during a full set on the skating rink. A move that has been outlawed since the 1970s was very, very impressive. The other thing that's impressive is they call him the Quad God, and he might be 17 or 18 years old. He looks like a child. He looks like a
child. Yes.
But his name is Ilian. And you know what that means, Allison, is that
I know what that means.
I'm coming to the cottage. I'm just telling you. It's like open sesame. I'm coming to the cottage. It's all you have to do is say. Matt Presley says was not expecting figure skating. Well, the two-man luge is still a lot of fun, Matt. But as Robin Williams said, those guys just need to get a room. I mean, at that point.
Oh. Yeah.
I think I've only seen curling. I have not sat down to watch much. Curling was on all day today, and I watched that. I watched a little bit of curling a few days ago, but I've been gone. I haven't had a chance to really watch TV at all. And I don't watch much TV in general. So with us being gone, I definitely wasn't watching much of it.
Yeah, I've had a lot of it on in the background while I'm working, so it's really great. Except when I like randomly blurt out, "Oh my god, that was so stupid." Because somebody like threw a leg.
Somebody just said something at a meeting and they think you're talking about them.
Oops. Oh,
the other thing that happened that I saw, the bobsled team ended up 3 of them falling on the ice and the one guy doing a one-man run in a 4-man bobsled.
No, I missed that.
He had to slide his back position to get to the break because that's the guy in the 4th position. Apparently, that's his job. And this was the first guy in the bobsled, and the other 3 had fallen. So, the Olympics are fun. And now that you've reminded me, I'm going to turn them on.
Yeah, that's what I did. I put them on in the background.
Yeah, so we'll be talking a little bit about that later because we're going to take advantage of the Olympics being ongoing, and next week's list will be about that. And we'll get into that at the end of the show like we normally do. This week, we have spring training in Major League Baseball. Our list is PIXAR Songs, and we'll say something about wrestling this week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched anything.
I watched.
We had that thing in Australia, so
I've watched, and Allison and I actually disagreed on something first thing this morning concerning AEW.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about spring training. We've already talked a little bit. What else is there to talk about? And we also got the World Baseball Classic coming up. And I don't have any slides for that. But
so, Terry, this is what I want to remind you from the Field of Dreams is people will come, Ray. They will come to Iowa for reasons that they can't even fathom. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. They'll pass over the money without thinking about it. For it isn't money they lack. It's peace instead. People will come, Ray, because it's baseball season. My favorite line from the whole speech. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. People will come, Ray. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the baseball season. Officially, pitchers and catchers reported the 10th and 11th. We now have full teams, at least down in Tampa for the New York Yankees. Terry, I did not check on your Atlanta Braves. I can't even tell you who's playing on that team right now. I've got priorities.
Acuna is still on the team for now.
All right. Good for you.
Which include keeping the health report of all of our guys. Cam Schlittler has a mid-back strain. He's the number 2 pitcher to start with. Garrett Cole allegedly will be pitching at the end of spring training, live ball. So we'll see how that goes. Carlos Rodon is scheduled for April. Clark Schmidt is on the 60-day IL to make room for Paul Goldschmidt, who signed a $4 million contract, I believe it was. Not a lot of money for a 39-year-old first baseman, former Golden Glove. And you are welcome, Bober. People will come. They just won't come to Pittsburgh because that is a dumpster fire of an organization, despite how beautiful the field is. Anyway, so yeah, I am very glad. I don't do the James Earl Jones, but it is still one of the greatest speeches in baseball movie history.
To interrupt a little bit, if I'm looking for books that became movies, how did I miss that one?
Yeah, I own Field of Dreams.
So
Yeah.
after I read Silence of the Lambs, I read Forrest Gump for January. Just finished it halfway through February, but I'm still counting it for January.
That's okay.
And once I get through that, I'm going to do Shoeless Joe, I think, for March.
Yeah. Well, Shoeless Joe was a good one, and Field of Dreams is a good one. We got a guy from the Braves. Yeah.
We don't talk about
that guy got like domestic abuse and stuff. So people,
so like Aroldis Chapman. Awesome.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Chapman might be 40 and throwing 100, but he can't do it forever. So Cam Schlittler with the middle back injury. Speaking of throwing 100, the man throws nothing but heat and regret. And he has apparently got a fourth pitch that he is about to unveil this year. So we'll see how that works. I don't know. I think the four-seam fastball at 103 is fine. Game in Friday. Is it Friday, George, or is it Saturday? It is. He would know. It's Friday, probably.
Yeah, come on. George doesn't have a job, remember? This is
I
what
bet
he
you
does.
it's blacked out, so I have to listen to Susan instead of
When
being
you're
able to listen to Paul and Michael.
Oh,
yeah.
Friday.
So it's already happening. And the other thing is, yes, George is correct. 105 at Baltimore. Saturday's Detroit. So I had it. I was a day ahead on my calendar. But yeah, Baltimore will probably be blacked out, and I'll have to listen to Susan whining about what sponsors are sponsoring the Yankees preseason game instead of actually paying attention to the game itself. But Susan drives me crazy. Apparently, she's some sort of icon in New York baseball, but she drives me crazy. I want to hear Paul O'Neill and I want to hear Michael Kay. And occasionally Girardi's all right, and then David Cohn does a nice job as an analyst on the Yankees network. But,
well, I may pay more attention to the Braves this year because Auburn basketball is no longer a thing. So,
yeah, Stephen Pearl lost again the other night. I saw they had
4 in a row.
Yeah,
but they suspended the best player on the team, averaging nearly 21 points a game.
Oh,
they don't say what it's for. They just say he did not live up to our standards, and he's suspended indefinitely. We'll see how far that goes.
Well, speaking of basketball, Nebraska, the number 7 team in the country, has 3 losses, all to top 9 teams. So, but they can beat the brakes off anybody not ranked. I mean, they just can't win. If you're a ranked top 10 ranked team, they're not going to beat you. Apparently,
Texas Tech beat Arizona yesterday, I think.
Arizona took 2 losses this week.
Yeah, man.
So it'll shake it up a little bit. But yeah, Nebraska lost to Purdue. They lost in overtime. They lost to Michigan by 3, and they lost to Illinois by 8. But there's going to be 5 or 6 teams fighting for 1 seeds and 2 seeds out of the Big Ten. So we'll see.
So what more is there to say? What have we said about World Baseball Classic? I can't remember if it was on the show or before the show.
Yeah, we didn't say anything about the World Baseball Classic. George sent me the calendar, and then Allison told us to be quiet because she was watching curling, and we're trying to talk about the calendar.
Job. Yeah, curling comes every 4 years.
Exactly.
Spring training baseball and World Baseball Classic comes every 2 years. So curling trumps all of that.
You literally made my exact point that I made earlier about where curling rates in things because we don't get to watch it very often.
That's right. I mean, we could probably watch it, but nobody watches the non-Olympic version. Who gives a shit?
So here we go. You ready for this? I've got the pools just so you all can. Okay. We'll go feedback for this. Pool A: Puerto Rico, Cuba, Canada, Panama, Colombia. That's Pool A. Okay. I will take Puerto Rico. Probably. Maybe Cuba.
Well,
Panama,
Puerto Rico,
Colombia,
I read that they're having issues with insurance. So
was it Puerto Rico or the Dominican? Was it Puerto Rico or the Dominican?
I thought it was Puerto Rico. So Lindor and Correa are not playing.
That's going to be really.
Yeah.
Wow. Then I might give it to Cuba.
Yeah.
But Canada, Panama, and Colombia, absolutely not. Pool B, we have the United States led by Captain America Aaron Judge and 8 other All-Stars. It's really unfair. Mexico, Italy, by the way, George, coached by the great Jorge Posada. 5, count them, 5 world championships for the New York Yankees as a catcher. That's Jorge Posada. He's one of the assistant coaches for the Italian team. And then we got Great Britain and Brazil. Give me a freaking break. That's just the United States to get on to the next one. Pool C is Japan, Australia, Korea, Czechia, and Chinese Taipei. I wonder who's going to win that pool. And Pool D, Venezuela, Dominican Republic,
doesn't
the
matter.
Netherlands, Israel, and Nicaragua.
Just
so I'm going with the DR and Venezuela. So anyway, yeah, so they've got the games in Florida, Miami, Houston, and Texas, and all that. So it'll be fun to watch Judge early as the captain of the baseball team. The American baseball team is absolutely insanely loaded. As Bober will remind everybody, the pitching staff is led by Paul Skeens. So pretty good baseball team. On the topic of baseball, because I'm ranting at this point, what the fuck is Max Fried doing showing up to spring training looking like he just rolled out of bed?
He's got the Jason Kelsey look going on. All right. That's what's happening. Because he can.
Because the Yankees have fallen because they have gotten rid of all the rules they had that specified how the players had to look. And now all of a sudden Max Fried shows up like he's on the Braves or something. Like he can just show up like a sloppy player. You know?
And then
he's a Yankee now. He needs to live to that standard.
How many alarms did you need this morning? 3.
Yeah.
It was only 3 this morning. I'm like, this is exactly what I was telling you to.
Yes, 100%.
This is our ace pitcher, because here's the deal. Garrett Cole is not going to be 2019 25-0 Cy Young Garrett Cole, Houston Astros. Sorry, everybody. He's gotten older and he's got Tommy John surgery. He's not the guy. He's probably the second or even third pitcher on the Yankees. It's Fried, it's Schlittler, it's Cole, Rodon, and then it's Will Warren. Then you've got all of the middle relievers. Now, as I told Allison and Terry, do not pitch middle to Aaron Judge. You will get burned every single time. Then I watch Max Fried pitch to Aaron Judge today. He keeps the ball away from him and gets Judge to chase one that was close. That is very good pitching. You get the number 1 pitcher versus the number 1 hitter in the world.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, the better than sex home run. For those of you that don't know what that is, it happened during the playoffs against the Blue Jays. Judge gets jammed inside on the hands at 100 miles an hour and hit the ball so hard it smoked the foul pole for a 3-run home run. Go YouTube it or go follow me on Facebook, and it's right there for you to see. But anyway, Terry, I'm very excited, obviously, because baseball season. I don't do hockey. We got the Olympics to hold me over till Friday, and then I got to listen to Susan call the Yankees baseball game because I'm gonna Baltimore with their stupid blackouts. The only 2 teams on MLB Network that I'm blacked out from is anytime the Yankees play Baltimore and anytime they play Washington.
Do not understand that.
They
think you're that close. They think
the other 27 teams I get to watch.
Well, that's the thing. It's like the reason I want a team to go to Nashville is so that I'll quit being blacked out of Braves games.
There you go. Yeah.
It's 2026. Do we really need blackout markets these days?
It's the only sport that does that. No other sport does that.
No, you just got WWE changing their freaking provider every 3 months.
Oh, you got to keep up with what shows
Good
on
God,
which of the
what
5
channel?
streaming services.
Yeah. This week there was one of the shows was on Sci-Fi. What the hell is going on?
It's like bowl season all the time.
Oh God.
Well, and Roman Reigns did not show up to work this week because he doesn't have to. That's the tribal chief. He does what he wants. He did not show up to work this week, Terry. CM Punk accepted a challenge from Finn Balor, though, for Elimination Chamber, which is a red herring. I don't know why you would even have this match other than to give him something to do, because not that Balor isn't deserving, but the money is Punk and Roman. That's the money. Don't mess with the money. That's going to be your draw to Las Vegas on Easter weekend or the weekend after or before, whatever. They're right in that same window again. So don't mess with the money. And then I saw old Chody crying again, because that's what he's good for. I don't like Cody. But anyway, Rhea wins, gets into the Elimination Chamber, Allison. I know everybody is very excited about Rhea.
Especially me.
Yeah. And then Liv Morgan doing her thing, So I watched a little Raw this week. Did not watch SmackDown. I watched the Olympics instead. So there's that.
Do
I
we
don't
know
know
anything else about the masked man at this point, or he's
No,
just
Oh
he's
yeah, the
acting-
masked man showed up the other day and cost him the match. He cost
Right.
who
Austin
did he
Theory.
cost the match?
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory. Yeah. So this masked man, I think they're trying to make this like Seth Rollins, but you know,
Well, I hear that or Adam Pearce.
and it could be Adam Pearce, but also
As always, I
do-
think it's Ole.
yeah, I do know this. Stein Breaker is out.
Braun
with,
Breaker is
like,
out for a
torn
while. Yeah.
groin or claw or something.
Yep.
He's out. There's
Oh,
no
no.
way.
This
that
guy-
Oh, here we go.
Way too
Yeah,
good a
there-
shape to be
Yeah,
Jericho.
no
Yeah.
way. That's Chris. Now,
Nope.
if they unmask him as Chris Jericho, that would be like
That'd
It
be
would,
hysterical.
but that would kind of be like what was it? The black something
Black Scorpion,
Black
where they didn't have an
Scorpion,
idea. Well,
where
just
they
like
changed
in
who it was.
yeah, Al Perez
Or
versus
like
Ric
El Grande
Flair.
Americano.
Well, here's what I don't get. Okay, so El Grande Americano,
Yeah.
he's wearing
Like
green now, and to me, he's looking a lot like the Italian flag. And maybe I've said this because I use this joke all the time. I think that's technically Venti Macchiato out
Venti
there,
Macchiato.
acting
Yeah.
like he's Grande Americano.
Well, this is the United States, and where's the Olympics, Terry? We are all for Grande Americano these days, not macchiato. No, but to your point, I read something and I laughed about it that said WWE Creative believes this is a great WrestleMania match. The two Grande Americanos, and I'm like, what? They do?
100%.
It's like when it's like the old Midnight Express showing up.
Oh, Lord.
Mount Rushmores of graded face painted wrestlers. Ooh, Sting.
We did face painted wrestlers.
Muda?
We did a top 10.
If he's asking, Sting, Muda, probably Demolition.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
Legion of-
remember
Legion of
who
Doom?
won. I think Sting probably won the top 10 when we did it.
Yeah, he did.
I was just off the top of my head, but
The
yeah, those are
Demon,
who
Finn
Oh,
Balor.
I think we
as
did
the
it when he
Demon.
retired or something.
we may have.
Yeah.
We've done so many shows that we could redo the show and probably forgot that we did the show.
Oh, I
Well,
had
that's
to go
wh-
check notes because
Yeah.
I was like, did we do Winter Olympics events? Surely we didn't. So
But then I said we couldn't have because we haven't been around for 4 years.
Surfer Sting.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Surfer Sting was good. I like Red,
Yes,
White, and
girl.
Blue Sting
Yes.
from
Yes.
July the 7th, 1990, when he wins the world title in Baltimore. It's pretty
Mhm.
good Sting. The Green Sting later in the year is pretty good. Orange Sting against Sid Vicious is pretty
Jeff
good.
Hardy was on the list. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, gross.
Well, like my
Anyway.
dad always says, when you guys
He
used to
was.
talk college football and I wasn't paying attention, I should draw the eyeballs on my eyelids so I could take a nap.
My uncle did that. My aunt did that to my uncle one Christmas.
I'm getting
and we
better,
walked in,
though.
and he was sitting in his recliner with his eyes closed, and he had eyeballs drawn on his eyelids, greeting people as they came into their house.
Yeah, Brendan Sorsby, Allison, got
Mhm.
paid $10 million to go to Texas Tech from the Cincinnati Bearcats.
From Cincinnati, you said? You know who
That's
went
right.
to Cincinnati?
Please tell me.
Jason Kelsey went to Cincinnati and his brother.
And his
And his brother.
The best part is it's and his brother.
Have
That's
we
right.
discussed my present to you for Christmas
Yes.
and how I corrected it? Did we
Yes.
discuss that on the show?
We
Okay,
did.
never mind, people.
We
See,
did. It was excellent.
I can't keep up with if we're just talking as friends or if we're talking on the show.
No, we
never
put
mind.
it on the show.
Forgive me.
It's all good.
Bober says you only pay attention when Cincinnati is mentioned.
Have you met me? That's correct. Come on. Oh, no, wait. That's not true. I also pay attention to if the coaches are cute or not and if they're single.
Yeah, so Allison gave Terry some guidelines in the group chat about what head football coaches should look
Oh,
like.
yeah. This
And
is
she
fun.
said they should be big, burly men.
Mhm.
And he sends her a photo of Mark Mangino from the
500
Kansas Jayhawks back in the day. And she says, not
And he
that
wasn't
burly.
500 pounds because he was 7 feet tall. He was just
I mean,
500 pounds.
I mean, literally somebody who is as big around as he is tall.
Look, everybody's got their thing,
GM.
all right? Leave me alone. I like my man Husky, okay?
No, I was telling you, Allison says
okay.
I have I have limits. That's too much right there.
Oh, yeah, Amy. No, that's oh, what the hell is his name? He used to play for Notre Dame
quarterback, Sam.
Yeah. Oh,
what's his
like
face?
him.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I don't know. Oh, there's a big Hurt statue in.
I was just gonna say, Amy, what about the Big Hurt or the Big Unit? Yeah. We like them too.
The Big Hurt is offended because they didn't include him in Black History Month in Chicago.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
So stupid.
When I think of the White Sox, I think of Frank Thomas.
Yeah, first base, big power. I mean, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
we are mixing up topics tonight.
I was gonna say we are off the rails. This is fantastic.
It doesn't matter. We've been gone for 2 weeks. We got to catch up.
Scrambled.
And I like tattling on you from the group chat about you and your love of men.
Hey, look,
big unit, big.
I too old.
Amy, who Mariano Rivera was, and then she says, "Is his name start with Big?" And I said, "No, he's the Sandman."
Okay.
And she says, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
I've drank a little bit of bourbon, so I'm probably going to say something I shouldn't. When I was in college, you know how you used to sit there and try to create an AOL screen name. I tried, and I'm a software engineer. That's what I am. I was in school to be that at the time. I came up with the name Big Soft T. So Big Soft, and then T was for Terry. You know. Big Soft T. So I got like some old ladies like hitting on me on AOL messages. Like, you're a big softy.
I love you so much, Terry.
That I'm willing to say that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Also, kudos to Matt Presley. He said the Big Hurt, the Big Unit sound like Allison's Amazon order. I love you guys. Thank God we're all friends. And Dad, don't believe any of this. I'm perfectly normal, and you know.
He absolutely will believe this because you were commenting on Aaron Judge's legs the other day.
So is there any other wrestling to talk about?
Yeah, we had a bunch of title changes in AEW this week.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We did.
Chris Statlander.
Why do you bring in Ciampa?
Oh yeah.
To lose?
Yeah, that was. I did not like
Statlander too. That's silly.
I'm a huge fan of Tommaso Ciampa, so I was really happy to see him back.
When I came back in 2019 and started watching again,
yes,
I turned on NXT for the first time in my life, and Keith Lee and Tommaso Ciampa were there, and those two guys impressed me more than anybody.
Yep, 100% agree.
Now they've both gone to AEW, so let's see what. And we haven't heard of Keith Lee in forever. Yeah. And let's see if that same thing happens to Ciampa.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Ciampa wins the title from Mark Briscoe, loses it to Kyle Fletcher.
The next week.
And then Kyle Fletcher, we'll get to the Grand Slam, defends the title in a ladder match against Mark Briscoe.
Which was pretty good.
Seventh. The ending I have a problem with.
But the match itself was good.
It was okay. Doing a brainbuster off of a ladder is silly. Doing the J Driller through a ladder also silly. The finish, those two moves look so much more violent, and then Fletcher half-ass pushes, Briscoe off the ladder. He half-ass catches the top rope with the clothesline, and then the belt goes away. But I don't know why you bring Ciampa in to beat him like that. Obviously, he's been the NXT World Champion, which is as good, in my opinion, as the AEW World Champion, to be quite frank. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Terry was not passed out. I know this for a fact.
So I can also say, as the woman sitting next to Terry on the bus, keeping him from anything bad on that bus, he was not passed out. He was awake. I kept him awake. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then,
Terry doesn't remember that, but that's okay.
I saw some texts I got in the morning thanking me.
Terry also doesn't drink beer. So he drinks liquor, and when you start drinking the liquor drinks at an AEW show, if you don't pace yourself, you're going to be blackout drunk in the 6 hours the show's going.
Here's some advice. If you're going to be at an event and you're going to be in the suite, you're going to have access to some things. If you're going to drink the pre-mixed cocktails, limit yourself to a certain number and don't start out with Long Island iced tea.
Correct.
And this TED Talk has been brought to the letter.
And don't wear your macho.
Another good piece of advice is have a brand new, very good friend right at your side.
Oh yeah, I knew you 2 days before that.
2 days I knew Terry at this point. 2 days and I was his immediate best friend.
Yeah.
And thank God I was. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So
Macho Man socks. So AEW.
So Adam Priest had a match against Okada.
Yeah. What? We love Adam Priest here. Yeah,
do we?
Yes, we do. I do.
I counted
Adam Priest
those shoulders down 1, 2, 3 in Huntsville, and I wasn't even looking toward the shoulders.
Anyway,
Terry in his medium shirt. I have a picture of it.
I do too. I show that around. Yeah,
that's where we met Queen Amy. Oh, that was
I have a picture of her too. Yeah. In fact, she has a glass that will forever commemorate Queen Amy.
You were there, Amy. What are you talking about? Shush.
Yeah, we were all there.
Yes.
And that was when I was still hitting the vape pen. So yeah, I remember
a picture
that.
Of Andrew sleeping in the crowd. I remember that.
Yes, that's right.
Anyway.
Good Lord. All right, anyway, let's move on.
Conversation in our chat.
That's enough of that.
107 degrees and I was on
Delta 9.
Correct. So let's talk about Chris Statlander and Tekla. This is an interesting choice to put the title on Statlander to beat Tony Storm in the first place. And then to put it on Tekla in a fairly brutal strap match. I mean, it was a good match. Of course, Statlander bled because that's what we do in AEW is we bleed a lot. It means more there. But Tekla is an interesting choice. And I listened to Wade Keller's podcast talking about how was the Chris Statlander experiment failed. My thing is, I don't know that Statlander was failed, but here's what we talked about when Nick Saban retired. Somebody's got to go follow that, and who wants to? Yep. As Tony Storm proved in Australia today, which we'll talk about, Terry, because you will like this.
Yeah.
She is somebody that you cannot replace. You cannot just move on from. And she is one of the cornerstones and building blocks of AEW. So when you took the title off her and you put it on no charisma Chris Statlander, who's got a great look and who has become a better wrestler, but is a terrible interview, and you're taking the title off of a show woman like Tony Storm, and you're putting it on Stat, and then you're trying to book wrestling heavy with no story, you have boredom. Turn the channel. You know, it's terrible. But anyway.
No, you're spot on correct. Absolutely. Totally agree.
And Tekla is going to be interesting because I'm not sure where she's from, but obviously she's not an American-born person because she has an accent. But she keeps saying, what is her phrase? We're going to get...
Toxic.
Wade pointed something out. Wade pointed something out. He said, what does that mean? And all he was saying was they haven't marketed it. Like, she keeps saying it like it's her catchphrase. But what does it mean to somebody? And why should we care? And can you sell merchandise on someone being toxic?
It means she's going to yell at somebody for not doing the laundry and the dishes. Oh, wait a minute. I got a little confused.
It wouldn't be me because I do both. Anyway.
That's right. And he's going to cook too. Yes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I do cook. I don't, like I said, I don't know if it would, like I said, I don't know if it was a failed experiment, but Tony Storm has the bar so high. That's just my summary on that thought. The bar is so high.
Keep going with the Tony Storm.
To take the title off of her.
Keep going with the Tony Storm, though. Now go into the Tony Storm match.
Oh, the Tony Storm mixed tag, not mixed tag.
This match.
Not
Texas
mixed
Tornado.
tag.
It was a Texas Tornado match.
So, Terry, men and women in the match together. None of this tag out when the man is in the man is. They went and wrestled each other. We've got Orange Cassidy.
I'm good if it makes sense. That may be a surprise to you because what I hate about mixed tags is the fact that there's two matches going on at once. If the actual man versus woman doesn't show a woman just manhandling a man, I'm good with it.
This was,
yeah. So I'll let Allison lead it, but it was Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm versus Marina Shafir and everyone's favorite Wheeler Yuta. Allison,
and the loser ratings. The person who lost got their head shaved. Now I will tell you, I was very worried that Orange Cassidy was going to get the pin.
I was hoping it'd be Tony Storm because she would rock that.
She would totally do. But see, here's the difference. If Tony Storm did it, it would give her even more of a push behind her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she doesn't need anything. She doesn't need that. Wheeler Yuta took the pin, rightfully so. But this match I loved because, as you said, they fought and it looked real and it looked good and it looked believable.
I mean, you got kicks, knees, slams, the orange crush, the orange punch, the tandem finish on Wheeler. They hit the punch, they hit the hip attack, the punch, and then she hits him with the Storm Zero pile driver. I mean, it was fast, it was in sequence, it was crisp. But they weaved in the men working with the women. And let's face it, Marina Shafir and Tony Storm are two of the best candidates for that spot, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm also a huge fan of Orange Cassidy, having followed him from before AEW. So I also know what a good wrestler he is as well. And
definitely a sequence wrestler, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be same sequence of moves.
But he delivers every time, and that's not, you don't get that from everybody.
Yeah, and the bad thing was when they started cutting Wheeler's hair, he was enjoying it. I mean, it really, it
didn't look as bad as it was supposed to be. Yeah.
No, they probably had this planned.
TNA had an intergender match on TV this week. Interesting. I still haven't picked that up yet.
Yeah, Bober, I don't watch TNA, and it's not because I have a problem with TNA wrestling. They've actually had low key some of the best wrestling over the last 25 years.
Yeah.
But people don't watch it. You can't find it. You don't know where to go look for it. And unless you're watching it on YouTube or Instagram, good luck, you know?
Yeah, I don't watch internet shows.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I watch enough. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But but I really like the Tony Storm match. So the Grand Slam, Terry, opens with, and this is where Allison and I started our day this morning, opens with Jon Moxley and Jon Moxley. Yeah, George has a point here. What about Mox? Yeah, Mox making him do the right thing and get his haircut. Well, they were trying to commentate too, George, that if he didn't, they could suspend him or whatever, you know, if he didn't let him cut his hair. So they didn't really do a good job telling that story.
But even Marina also backed him up that he should get back in the ring.
Yeah, as much as this pains Allison to say, Tony Schiavone is absolutely dreadful.
Shut up
on commentary. He is horrible.
I will never say a bad word against Tony.
To add to the product. Anyway, so they open the match. They open the night with Jon Moxley versus Takeshita. Konosuke Takeshita. And they go, 20 minutes and it's a draw?
20 minutes and it's a draw.
Allison, you can go ahead and say what you thought of the match.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I also was really pissed off it ended in a draw.
But why didn't you like it?
I don't
like. What was it specifically about that you didn't like?
Tell me.
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
I didn't think it was a good match. I thought it was slow. I thought it was a very slow match. I felt like I was watching two senior citizens wrestle or two guys my age.
Yeah. It had to be slow. They picked up the pace at the end.
Shut up! Oh, Terry! Oh, that's my dad's kind of comment. Good job.
They did. They had to pick up the pace at the end. Obviously, Takeshita at some point is going to break away from the Don Callis family and become a babyface. They're cheering for him. Bober says Mox can't wrestle anymore. Actually, this was one of his better wrestling outings. Still had to go to the outside and brawl. We still ended up with blood. But Allison, what she thinks is boring for the first 10 minutes, they actually wrestled, which I enjoyed, surprisingly. Now, it's not surprising that AEW puts on good wrestling matches.
No.
They don't tell good stories, and that's the difference.
There
you know, they
Very
put on
nice.
good wrestling matches. They don't tell good stories. Now, there was nothing wrong with this. Nobody broke their ankle in this particular like last year, where Buddy Murphy goes to jump in the ring, and the ring was put together so poorly that he actually breaks his ankle, and I don't think he's wrestled since. But
poor Rhea's
there's a lot of we haven't seen them since in AEW.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well, they forget. And see, that's the one thing about AEW, and I've said this, and you guys have heard me say this for years on this show. They got 714 wrestlers signed on contract. You'll see them 1 week. Like they debuted. Oh, we'll get there with the women. You'll see them 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, and the program's over. Yeah. And it'll be another 6 months before you see them again, and you're like, oh, I didn't know they still work there. You know?
Well, they come in and lose, and then
and we're like, well,
what was the use of that? To do with them after that?
Yeah. Like this push of Brody King, and we'll get to the social implications soon enough. But the push of Brody King, he's just a guy that you can beat and move on to the next one. So speaking of moving on to the next one, do I have it right, Allison? The next match was the tag match between the women.
That's correct. That's correct.
So we got Megan Bain and Penelope Ford against
Alexa's favorite, Penelope.
Yeah.
It took Abby a few seconds, but she did get
I was going to say, it had to be in there. It was coming.
Willow and the Australian, what's her name? The really talented Harley.
Harley Cameron.
Harley.
She still got the
Muppet lady.
Oh yeah, girl. She is so good with that Muppet.
She's so talented.
Crazy.
Ventriloquist. It's scary.
She is incredibly talented. She picks up the win over Penelope. It was an okay match. Then they debuted somebody I'd never seen or heard of before. I don't remember seeing her on AEW television. The match was okay. It was an obligatory women's match. Sorry to all the women on the show.
No, it was. It was not good.
I mean, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and they don't have the chemistry for that, for that particular match. And then, of course,
does not mean you can go to the bathroom. We've learned that.
That is correct.
That is
good
correct.
Job.
Gary,
good answer.
Just because the match is not good doesn't mean you're not getting a sting bath, sir.
That's it.
And he's going to stare into your eyes and show you the discipline.
That's right.
He has.
He's going to be like, bitch, what you get up for? You don't love me?
I mean,
you don't
one of
love
these
me?
days, I want to see him at some event and apologize
I can't wait.
on the microphone. Anyway,
yeah.
Carry on.
But so that was that match. We talked about Wheeler. Where was Hangman Adam Page versus Andrade Idolo or whatever. The Idol. Yeah.
Yeah, well, so let's address first some of this crap I've been seeing online. I've been seeing them saying that, they brought him in to be the next sex symbol. I'm sorry, for who? He has dyed his hair now to be like a weird ass light brown, and it looks horrific. And I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Bober must be far more obsessed with wrestling than I used to be, because he says, also, how do you have the Inspiration debut on a house show? I don't even know who that is.
He's talking about TNA.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Anywho.
Yeah, you do. It's the old Iconics.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I do know who they are. Yes.
See? Anyway. So to me, before you get to that, to me, Andrade and Miro, both, for different reasons, obviously. One's for wrestling ability, one's for hotness, are overshadowed by their significant other.
Yes.
But they keep trying to push them. And I don't think the crowd's behind either one of them.
I don't think so either, but they're not only pushing them, they're stacking their chips behind them.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
You put Andrade in a match with Hangman, and you tipped your hand to the main event when Hangman won this match. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It wasn't that Brody King was going to beat MJF anyway. but then you tip the hand that, he's really not going to beat MJF. When Hangman wins the match, Don Callis loses again. And by the way, to Bober's point, it's all Callis wrestling. Everybody with that's a heel is now a Don Callis person.
That's correct.
Almost like the way they were collecting, in the Bobby Heenan family,
there's like 36 members right now.
Nothing, yeah,
it's ridiculous.
So ridiculous. Yeah, hometown pop at best. Dave's here. Look, we got Matt Presley, we got Bober, Amy's here, Dave's here. We appreciate you all. So
George pops in with something.
George is here. George is here to stay and then to validate what I say about Yankees baseball.
That's correct.
Oh, by the way, Terry, because this is how my brain works. Somebody shot a video of Giancarlo looking smaller these days. That's not acceptable. He needs to be the beefy Giancarlo Stanton.
So if you guys aren't caught up, if you're just coming in, Dave, I have slides showing this week, but we are all over the place. We may talk about 5 or 6 different topics while the wrestling logos are on here, and it won't necessarily be wrestling.
Hangman is the same predicament.
I love this. That is excellent, Dave. Excellent point.
Hangman, so Hangman is going to Los Angeles. He's going to face MJF for the world title. You put the world title on MJF by beating Samoa Joe with the Heat Seeker in a 4-way match at World's End. And MJF has now beat Bandito and Brody. While also getting hair plugs, apparently.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, come on. Maxwell can't look like that. Now, that Maxwell cares what he looks about. The Yankees pitcher, not so much. He's rolling out of bed, 7 minutes before spring training starts. But with the match with Andrade and Hangman, it was fine. There was obvious spot they were waiting. There was obvious waiting for one move to the next move, for one segment to move to the next segment. It was pretty obvious. I didn't think that Hangman would lose unless it was a red herring so that, but MJF Andrade is not a sexy headline for a world championship match. I'm not sure, to Dave's point, that Hangman Maxwell Jacob Freeman is a sexy match, but it's sexier than and they still have time to make it a 4-way just to annoy Terry. But because we've got Swerve wrestling Kenny on Wednesday and the main event, so on Dynamite. So
on SmackDown, they did have a 10-man match for Terry this week.
Yeah, 10 men Terry.
Just 10 straight up one-on-one, and all the way to 10 of those.
That was 5 against 5, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I know you would have liked that, but
we'll see. Were they what's it? Striving to survive or something? Is that what they were doing?
Teams of 5 strive to survive.
Oh my God, too much. I can't. All right, is that enough for wrestling?
I miss Vince's voiceover. No.
We got plenty of time this week, but
I know
we missed MJF versus Brody King.
My dad says he misses Hangman from when he was a drunk. I will say I'm pretty sure that I might have shared a beer with him at one point at a wrestling event.
Oh, Hangman Adam Page.
Back in the day.
We got doubles figure skating on.
Oh,
anyway,
boy.
I know.
I don't know which one of those are the main event.
They just showed Ilya. But yeah, MJF beat Brody. Can anybody that watched this match explain to me why Bandito came down for the last half of the match and had nothing to do with the way it ended at all? Anybody? I will take any answer from anybody that watched it because I have no idea what the hell he was doing down there. Somebody said on the Wade Keller show that they should turn Brody against Bandito or vice versa. Wade says that's a really bad idea considering that Brody King is an advocate for what's happening to people, ICE and the whole thing.
I would not.
It was a really bad look. But to his point on the social implications of Brody.
Oh, yeah.
With the whole fuck ICE chants that happened 2 weeks ago and MJF basically telling him he looked like a Trump supporter, but he was the biggest liberal in the world, which was funny. Like the whole thing was,
Come on, I laughed.
Was really funny. I laughed out loud, but there is something to be said about you having a responsibility to use your platform. If you're going to expect your voice to be heard, that means you can use it when people don't like it too. And you guys obviously know I have no problem doing that, and will continue to be that way. But Brody had a chance, and they didn't even put him on TV Wednesday. They did the vignettes and that sort of thing, and it might have been travel or whatever. But the match was fine. Psychology-wise, take the leg out, makes sense. Here is something, though, that gets in my craw about AEW. This man is 300 pounds. Could we stipulate that, Brody King? 300 pounds, probably.
6'5".
And he's doing a tope suicida to the outside of the ring with a bad leg.
Yeah.
Tell me psychologically, somebody that large, bigger than MJF, isn't going to wrestle like a big guy. He's going to wrestle like he's a luchador.
Why do you think we like him so much?
Stupid. It's stupid, though, because he's selling his leg injury after the first cannonball attempt, and he leg whips the rope with his knee. And then he's going to do a dive to somebody. What are we doing here?
Well, it's kind of like Yoda, right? Yoda walks up with a cane, and then the next thing you know, he's flipping around in a sword fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's what I came up with.
No, that's a good point.
And speaking of movies,
hey,
our main event tonight, we've gone through Disney songs. We've gone through
movie songs,
tons of song lists from movies and TV shows, TV theme songs, and we got a few more left. But tonight, we are doing songs from PIXAR movies. And honestly, this one was a little more difficult because PIXAR is not as music leaning as Disney proper is.
Correct.
Because Disney proper creates songs for their movies. Now, there's a couple of movies.
I was gonna say, I think there's two standouts, but yeah.
But a lot of the songs on PIXAR, and I've got it listed here as we go. A lot of them are not original.
Correct.
They grab known songs and pull them in. So there's a mix there. It was pretty difficult to get enough for a list here. But we did it. I think it's a pretty good list. One of them is a little higher than I think it deserves. I'll speak to that when we get there. But it's because it's a known song. I don't think it was used in the movie all that well.
That's probably what it is.
But that kind of thing. But let's look at what barely missed the list.
Oh, man!
The Bing Bong song from Inside Out.
Who doesn't love that song?
Well, I didn't put it on my list.
Oh, I had it on mine.
Maybe I haven't seen as many picks more recent. I know Inside Out isn't really new. Glory Days from, I think, Cars 3. Is that what it is?
I think
Springsteen. So, funny story, because it's wrestling related, Terry. John Alba is the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan in the world, apparently. He's also the biggest prick in real life. And so I will not pay attention to Bruce Springsteen anymore because of John Alba. I cannot get over the way he treated Allison and Amy when we were in Chicago, and then the way he treated Allison when we were in Tennessee. So he is on the banned list. He knows who I am. And that's fine. He can watch this later if somebody sends it to him. I really don't give a shit. But because of John Alba, I will not listen to Bruce Springsteen ever again.
So here's a funny thing about Bruce Springsteen. Y'all know he's a Jersey guy, right? I feel like there's two groups of people. Well, there's two groups of people.
I know what you're about to say.
There's the people who like Bruce Springsteen, and there's the people who like Bon Jovi.
I'm definitely a Bon Jovi.
I am over here.
Yeah.
And for me, that means goodbye. Like I don't listen to anything by Bruce Springsteen. It is all John Bon Jovi and Bon Jovi. 100%.
Yeah, Allison's old enough that she called him by his proper name, John Bon Jovi. That's how old she is.
Oh, I really liked, was it Saturday Night Live that did a segment where they were trying to come up with the name of the band? and they had all these great ideas, and John Bon Jovi's over there like, "Why don't we go with Bon Jovi?" It's like, "Oh, it's great name. What are you talking about?"
Saturday
So
Night
the other
Live is Saturday Night Live musically has always been on
Oh,
point.
yeah.
When
Yeah.
they
No
did the
question.
Christopher Walken
Ding,
Oh,
Blue Oyster Cult with the cowbell.
yeah, no question.
Baby, I
So
got
the
a
other
fever.
two, the other
Yes.
two that barely missed the list I haven't mentioned yet are both from A Bug's Life. La Cucaracha,
Oh.
which Dave thinks should have been way higher, and
Okay.
The Time of Your Life. To me, it is a good original song. This is not
Yes.
the Dirty Dancing Time of Your Life.
Mm-mm.
This is a Bug's Life original song, The Time of Your Life, and it's a very good song. It's what I look for when I'm rating these things.
Right.
I'm gonna push an original song higher.
Yep.
Or if they really use a non-original song, if they pulled somebody else's song in and they really use it and it actually goes with the storyline, that
Mhm.
makes sense too. But this one I thought was a little low.
Which is why La Cucaracha should have been higher.
Yeah.
I agree with Dave. I voted for La
Right.
Cucaracha.
So, just to prove our point, as Super Dave says, no one has ever been conceived while Springsteen was on the radio.
Oh,
That's
I know this is out of the blue and it's not Bruce Springsteen, but I found out today that, we always talk about that line, sucking on a chili dog
Yep.
in the
Outside the Tasty Freeze. Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know. I grew up going to the gas station and they had slush puppies,
Yeah.
like the icy kind of
Yep.
thing. Apparently, in some places of the country, it's called a chili dog. And
I'm
that's
sorry,
what he's
what?
talking about. It blew
That
my
makes
mind.
so much more sense.
It does. I had no clue. I thought he had a damn hot dog with chili
That's
on it.
what I'm
Like,
talking
why are
about,
you
yeah.
sucking on that?
Yeah. That
Anyway,
is an
thought I'd throw
exceptional
that out
piece
there.
of trivia, Terry.
It
Thank you for
is.
sharing.
Exactly.
This
Brilliant.
is the kind of information you can learn by listening to our podcast, people.
Wait until we get
Tell
deep
your
into
friends.
baseball season. I've
Oh,
got a
God.
book Terry gave me about Yankees history.
Oh,
I'll
there you
just
go.
start pulling it out.
Exceptional.
A reading from the book of Babe. Tell him, Terry.
All right. What's number 10, Terry?
Number 10, What a Wonderful World by Finding Dory. And this was used well because shitty things were happening. And it's a bit sarcastic that What a Wonderful World was playing in this moment in Finding Dory.
So they used the same setup in the movie Good Morning Vietnam. He plays What a Wonderful World while they're going after the Viet Cong and executing them against a wall. So this is not the first time that peril has been used in the song Irony, ironically. But whenever you can use Louis B. Armstrong, why not? And What a Wonderful World is his hit. It's the song everybody knows from him. To your point, Terry, it's not original, but if it's used well and it fits,
absolutely,
then it's okay,
Exactly.
And Dory doesn't know her world or his world outside of without the that's the whole point.
Right.
And Finding Dory, not better than Finding Nemo, but that's a hot take. Yeah. So anyway.
I agree.
It's not. But I mean, it's like Bruce Almighty versus what was like Evan Almighty or whatever.
You mean with that idiot from The Office?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Setting him up. I forgot.
I swear to God, Terry, stop queuing him up.
Okay, my bad. I didn't even think about that.
I can't stand Steve Carell.
Oh,
I saw that he's going to be in another movie, and I said instant block.
I'm so
not
excited.
Watching it.
Such a jerk.
Wow. Number 9.
Go.
You Might Think from Cars 2. And this got bumped down. Some late voters did not really like this song, so it got
Wait,
down.
say that again?
Some late voters.
Oh.
This was higher in the intermediate voting, and it got bumped down.
Not on my list, and I voted at 3:00 this afternoon.
I am so not talking to you. This song is one of Lex's favorite songs to this day. Now, we had a whole bunch of Disney CDs and soundtracks going when Lex was growing up, because he really, like a lot of autistic kids, they like to do things a lot so they can memorize them. But I liked this song. But I always laughed about this song with him because he didn't know. He knows only this version. So this version is by Weezer.
Yeah.
I made him laugh the other day because I'm like, do you know who sings the original version? And he's like, who? I said, the Cars. He's like, the Cars in the movie?
Right.
So like that really made me think how much, a remake of a song, kids have no idea. And so I played it for him and he absolutely loved it. So this was my number one.
Excellent. Well, that's a good example, the way you described that, of this was kind of difficult because when you start going through Disney songs and Pixar songs, there are songs that get listed that are only known as the song that plays while you're standing in line to get on the ride. And that was not included here because that was not in the movie.
Oh, man.
So I left those out. Also left out, let's be honest, nobody knows the name of any song that doesn't have lyrics.
No,
so that was going to be way too difficult to pull off. So I had to sweep those out. And also, there's songs that are only on the released soundtrack that were never even in the movie.
Yep.
And I couldn't put those on there.
You still did a good job. I'm good with this.
Yes. Number 8, Touch the Sky from Brave.
It's a good song.
Very good song.
This is an original, isn't it?
Let me check my notes. I believe it is. It is an original.
Bober says Weezer has an entire album of cover songs.
They couldn't do it themselves. There's a fucking shocker,
I do like Cake's remake of I Will Survive. I don't know if you've heard that, but it's fabulous. Just throwing that out there. The original is obviously wonderful too, but Cake really did a good job with that.
Terry, you must love that movie, right?
Sorry. Why? Because she's got red curly hair?
I mean,
I'm not going to be attracted to a CGI character, but if I was going to be,
fine.
Go
ahead, Andrew. What were you saying?
Well, I was going to say, you and I agree on a lot of things, like 90% of things, but I do not like Weezer and I do not like Steve Carell. And it breaks Allison's heart.
It breaks my heart. The Weezer I could deal with, the Steve Carell. No, that's not the number one thing. Terry knows what the number one thing is. What do you hate more? Come on. You don't know?
I hate a lot of things.
Taco Bell. That's the number one.
Yeah. Taco Bell.
That is number one.
That was so obvious. I didn't even think about it.
I was going to say, good God.
Now, I will eat at Waffle House, which is like the breakfast version of Taco Bell.
Oh.
But that's because it's an experience.
Amy says doctors.
If the meth head I told you I hate a lot of things. If the meth head is not cooking my food, I'm not interested. I'm just saying. About the taco or about the Waffle House. You don't have anything that's enjoyable about Taco Bell. I was high and ate there. And
we're going to learn in some episode at some point that there's plenty to enjoy at Taco
Yes,
Bell.
Let's keep going.
At least there was in the 80s.
Yes.
Anyway, number 7, Dreamweaver, Toy Story 3.
Hey, that
Obviously
picture looks familiar.
Not an original. Yes, if I move out of the way, you'll get to see my version of that.
Dreamweaver.
So this
still
is
a stupid walk-up song for Luke Weaver, who, by the way, is with the Mets now, fully committed to the Mets. Bitch, that's because no one else wanted to be. Yeah. The Mets overpay for everybody. They underdeliver. Shocker. Big surprise. Another 80-win season coming for the Mets. But Dreamweaver.
Ken and Barbie storyline. What? Don't ruin it for you?
No. I was going to say that you all are old enough like I am. You remember the infomercials where they would play the CDs for the 50 songs or whatever?
Oh,
this song was always.
I think I shared a video with you guys recently of like one of those 80s pages that had buy the two cassette set.
Exactly.
Or I remember it was one of those commercials where I asked my parents, what's a compact disc? Because I had no idea what it was. And it would talk about it on that commercial. Because we only had cassettes at the time.
Yeah, but they always used to do that where they would do the overnight the infomercial.
So you ready for this? I used to watch those infomercials, write down the names of the songs, and make my own mixtapes.
How many people on this show owe Columbia House money? That's another question. Columbia House.
Don't find me. Which one of my names
has all my CDs that I got from Columbia House, and it was well worth losing those CDs to get rid of her. Anyway.
Oh Lord, that's so good.
even I am old enough to know what Columbia House is.
That's right.
But there are kids that are gonna be like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?" Well,
oh, Bober, yes, it was. This song was also in Wayne's World for Tia Carrera. Yes. Yes.
Another great movie.
Another great movie.
Wayne's World.
How did that rank in our SNL list?
I don't remember. All I know is for like a year, anytime Bohemian Rhapsody would come on, my car would anybody in the car would go nuts.
It was top 10 for sure.
Yeah, it
had to be.
All right, let's go. Number 6.
Beyond the Sea, Finding Nemo.
So is this the sequel to Finding Nemo?
No, that is Finding Nemo.
So Dory. This is Finding.
Dory
I didn't know that it was called Beyond the Sea.
No, that's the song name.
Oh, but Finding Nemo's the shit. Never mind.
The movie.
Yes. Yeah, the green is the name of the song. The white is the name.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, Terry. I do not like PIXAR. Here we know. I thought I was going to make it through the whole show without spoiling it for everybody. I'm not a PIXAR guy. If it ain't made by Disney, I'm not fucking interested. And so I've seen Finding Nemo exactly one time. Okay. Nemo's an idiot, or Dory's an idiot, and Nemo is a fucking whiny ass, and I don't want to see either of that. So,
like the turtle's a stoner, also.
I was gonna say, the turtle's the best. Crush and what the hell's his kid's name?
But I thought I was gonna make it with the whole show without actually having to spoil the fact that I do not like PIXAR. But
no, this is a good one. I mean, like I said, to me, this is not an original. This is an old song. I didn't really find who originally sang the song. I think it was like a French song and some a French song that had French music, and then like there was American lyrics added to it at some point. But Robbie Williams sang the song.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why it was so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a terrible movie. But number 5, Terry.
Number 5, Just Keep Swimming from Finding Nemo.
I mean, come on.
Obviously an original.
Yes. And fun and adorable and cute. Yeah. Andrew, shut up.
This is very much, this one though goes high for me because it very much is tied into what's happening in
Correct.
the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it had it was also like a metaphor, just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep going. And I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
How philosophical of you tonight.
Shut up.
All right, we're done with the Finding Nemo for now. Number 4, Get Your Kicks on Route 66, Nat King Cole.
Did they use the original?
Okay. No, I'm saying that's the original. I only wrote down Nat King Cole was the original. I'm not sure who sang it in the movie.
Yeah, I don't think they used
this is
the original.
In the original Cars.
Yeah. Cars was my nephew's favorite movie. Mm-hmm. So this one I'm familiar with, and probably saw more times than I ever needed to see. I've seen Finding Nemo exactly once. Cars is probably uncountable.
I can't get enough of Mater.
I was just gonna say that. Mater was
my 23-year-old nephew Cameron, Toe Mater. He would tell you all about Toe Mater, and I mean, we're talking 20 years ago. Toe Mater, and I'm like, I got it.
Lex loved the jokes and I thought it was a good character. It was Larry the Cable Guy, so it always made me laugh. Yeah.
My favorite line is, "What's wrong with old rusty cars?" Where he starts getting sad.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Larry the Cable Guy is from Nebraska. We do not talk like that, but that's okay.
He doesn't talk like that either.
No.
He just kind of made that up for a character.
Dennis doesn't talk like that either. Yeah. He is also a Nebraska fan and probably like me hates Matt Rule.
Oh, probably. We know you hate Matt Rule.
I hate Matt
Everybody
Rule.
knows that.
It's on the list. I mean, I got a list. Do you know
things Andrew hates?
Yeah, we're going to do top 10.
I got blocked by somebody earlier this week for standing up for what was happening in Minnesota, and I'll just leave it right there. His position was that the government should fund DHS because not since 9/11 if we had a terrorist attack in this country. And I told him that there's only been 3 attacks in history on this country, and that would be the war in 1812, Pearl Harbor, and 9/11. So just because you work for DHS as a mall cop inside of an airport doesn't actually make you somebody who protects and defends the country. I said, you are a glorified mall cop. We see guns every day. Do you? Good for you. And all of a sudden, we're incommunicado. I did tell him, though, I found him to be more useful than ICE as far as TSA was concerned. So, but that's just so I don't end up on a no-fly list somehow. We got plans.
Okay.
Plans.
Yes. Yeah, don't fuck that up or we're not talking anymore.
Number 3.
Yes.
Yeah, that's part of the minimum status for Allison to be her friend is you have to be able to fly.
You have to be able to fly. That is correct.
Number
and if
3,
you want to be elevated, you must have a passport.
Don't worry, be happy.
Oh yeah, I love everything about this movie.
But this song was like 10 seconds long in this movie.
I hate this fucking
just voted
song.
for it for the movie.
But this is the one I thought was too high, just because it really did not integrate in the movie at all. There was a very brief moment of part of the song in there, and it's a great song. So I think it got votes because it's a great song.
Did you
get that?
Did you honestly say "Don't Worry, Be Happy" is a great song?
Yes, I agree.
It is.
Oh,
I think it's an exceptional song.
See, this is why this dynamic works so well, because I am the balance.
Also, like Mambo Number 5. What do you think about that one?
It's on Lex's
Mambo
playlist.
Number 5.
Yeah.
That one's okay. Don't Worry, Be Happy. Do you guys remember those talking fish that you could get?
Oh God, yes.
Cabela's and stuff.
Big mouth
big mouth bass fish or whatever.
Bass, yeah.
My mom and dad got one time that sang "Don't Worry, Be Happy." It's the most annoying thing. I hate that song. It's just like when you go to Disney World, the happiest place on earth, ass. Check your credit card after the fact.
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Don't say it. Oh my God. That is like saying war, Andrew. How dare you? Oh my God, that is my favorite ride. I don't care. I love that.
We need to all go to Disney World together. Anyway.
No. Oh,
could you imagine my ass in Disney World these days? I would be. Well, first of all,
get these people away from me.
I would be a mile and a half ahead of all of you.
That is correct.
Because I am in a hurry. You know, if you've ever seen Romeo,
that's okay. You'll be standing in line.
I was gonna say we'll put him online.
Yeah, Heather Mooney is my spirit animal, so you know I'm in a hurry.
Oh God.
Number 2, "Life Is a Highway" from.
I love this one. This was good. Who sang this one?
Everybody seems to have sang this one. I think
but I don't know who did it in the movie.
Was it Rascal Flatts?
I think it was Rascal Flatts. Yeah, that's it. Yep.
And it was originally Tom Cochran. Chris
Ledoux.
That's who it was.
What I say, Rod
Stewart? Weird version.
No, this was played nonstop in my house. Very good though. At least it was catchy.
Yeah.
No issues.
But this is where he starts changing his mind about wanting to be. You
right.
know, from the start of it, he's going to the big races, and then he's on the road, and eventually toward the end of the song, you just see him like, this is a horrible life to be living, and it's very much a turning point.
Yeah. Excellent use of a song in a movie.
It's a good song. That's true.
And that's why I showed the highway.
Yeah.
Number 1 better be "You Got a Friend in Me" or I'm gonna riot.
Oh, you know it is. Number 1.
Come on, I was gonna say.
And I'm showing Andy with both
Buzz and Woody.
and Woody. I was trying to think of Woody's name.
I'm sad the other song didn't make it in here, Because She Loved Me. I loved that song.
Yeah, I can look.
The second one. Anyway, You've Got a Friend in Me. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is Randy. Randy Jackson. Randy Newman. That's it. Randy Newman. This song was so good when it came out. And it's used so widely, which is so nice. I think it's a great song. It was perfect for the movie.
When She Loved Me was number 16.
Okay.
The only one that did not make any mention that was above it was We Belong Together from Toy Story 3.
Okay.
I do love We Belong Together. 1995. Toy Story came out.
Goodness.
Okay, wait, let's do this. I was just becoming a junior in college.
I was a 4th grader or 5th grader.
I give up. My God, I'm so old.
This came out the same time they acquitted OJ. I mean, that's how long it's been.
Well, it depends on what time of year it came out. But 95, I was either in 10th or 11th grade.
God. See, my girls got me. My girls got my back.
Yeah, I remember watching this in elementary school, and while we were talking, I was like, that movie's not that old. So while you said Randy Newman, because I was looking to see who wrote the song, was it 1995? And are you kidding me that this movie came out? But that would make sense because Tom Hanks was huge in 1995.
Right, exactly.
And so was Tim Allen. Yeah. You know, they were huge in 1995.
John Ratzenberger. Yeah. What did I say? Oh, God.
Yeah, well.
I'll put it on the screen, but I'm not going to say it.
I had a daughter in college.
Oh, Dad.
Tell him, George. George is here.
That's
George
funny.
knows the score. I had a daughter in college. I was 10 years old when the movie came out.
Good God.
So I knew I saw it in elementary school. I was just trying to remember if it was 4th grade or it had to be 4th grade. So anyway.
I loved everything about this movie, and I thought that the music really only enhanced it. I find that Disney and Pixar tend to do that a lot with their movies, so this one was
I feel like I'm a Buzz if you had to go with the Buzz or a Woody, and the reason for that is I am delusional like Buzz Lightyear. Like 100%, I know that I'm delusional. Like Woody the whole time trying to tell him how he's a toy, and Buzz refuses to believe it. Like you guys trying to tell me.
So that kid makes me a Woody then, yeah.
Why my original idea for the picture this week is not something that ChatGPT would allow. Now, there's other models that will allow that stuff, but I like the style of ChatGPT. I was going to have Andrew as Buzz, me as Woody, and Allison as Jessie.
Jessie,
yeah.
But, you know, there's no way that ChatGPT.
Yeah, you couldn't have gotten
So I just have to say, I did not mention Buzz Lightyear. I said, make us a Pixar. I didn't even mention that we were going to be astronauts. I just said, I didn't give any colors. I said, use this picture, make it not at a wedding, because I use that picture. And make it Pixar related, and then it came up with that. Except for the fact that it made my head gigantic.
Yeah, you did have a giant.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
and it was defending itself. It said, Pixar does that to bald guys. I was like,
I love the fact that you argue with ChatGPT.
I know, it's so much fun.
It's like arguing with me. You're not.
All right, let's run it down.
Let me run it down. So this is the top 10 Pixar songs from Pixar movies. Number 10, What a Wonderful World. Number 9, You Might Think. Number 8, Touch the Sky. Number 7, Dreamweaver. Number 6, Beyond the Sea. Number 5, Just Keep Swimming. Number 4, Get Your Kicks on Route 66. Number 3, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Number 2, Life is a Highway. And number 1, You've Got a Friend in Me.
Excellent list.
Very good list for a Pixar. We'll move on to a real subject next week.
Okay.
We will. It's going to be a very good subject next week.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to really get into this.
Yes.
I'm a Disney guy.
Yeah.
All right. So I typed a question. Hopefully.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
So let's talk. So we've got Broadway musicals coming up, animated TV theme songs, and TV theme songs from the 2000s. We still got to do those. But next week, while the Olympics are still ongoing, we're going to do Winter Olympic events.
Hell yeah. I can't wait.
So Allison's going to vote for curling, and I'm going to vote for the two-man luge because this is who we are.
On a sled.
Yeah, and oh my God, there's going to be so many. Now, look, we're going to have to talk about Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya. You remember how I love Tanya Harding so much. Celebrity Deathmatch with Tanya Harding versus Nancy Kerrigan, and Lane Mills as the referee was so good. Curling and hockey, or Bober.
No, I already had this argument with Bober
Nobody
about
wants
hockey.
to hear about hockey.
I can watch hockey anytime. As much as I love it as a
figure
sport.
skating on right now. I got couples figure skating on. Curling will make the list. Hockey won't sniff the list. Okay,
I won't say that. But your list won't make it.
You can watch hockey anytime during the year. You cannot watch figure skating, at least at this level.
Yeah. Oh, there's a new one.
Celebrity Deathmatch. That MTV show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, there were some good ones. I'd be like also ranking the lip sync show. The one we watched with Tom Holland.
Why are you talking about Trump's Turning Point America concert like that with the lip syncing show?
That's so bad. Oh my god. You know what I mean.
But yes, the one with Tom Holland.
Hey, the Puppy Bowl beats them all.
Doing Rihanna is crazy.
What we're saying is we've got Amy. We've got enough for more lists. So yes, that should definitely be a list.
Yeah, and it's lip sync battle or whatever, because The Rock did Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, and that one was pretty good too. But not nearly as good as Tom dancing to what's her name? Not Rihanna, but the girl. No, the one he loves. His fiance.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Yeah, I can never say her name right. Yeah. That's where they first met. And she is a Tom Holland fan. So am I.
Wouldn't be.
Full disclosure. Exactly. Spidey can get me into his webs. It's Valentine's Day. But anyway, Winter Olympics are going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of into the webs, these, like I said, we got the two-man luge on the other day. We got the figure skating right here. If you ever want to know what the final figure of a male's ass can look like, just turn on the figure skating. These people have such big legs. It is disgusting. She fell.
He tripped her. He tripped her.
And then we do that thing where, like, we're all peak athletes on this show.
Yes, can't you tell?
Listeners in it.
That's right.
Oh, look, you fell. That's 1/10 of a point. That's a point.
I do that with the luge and skeleton. I'm like, oh my god, you dropped your leg. What were you thinking? From my couch.
Skeleton, your left big toe was pointed 2 centimeters to the left, you idiot.
And you listen to the commentary of how specific they are on some of this stuff, and you're like, I thought that was awesome. And then all of a sudden, 7.5, and you're like, really?
What?
Then I think about what I would do in that event, and I'm like, well, if I could make a point, I think I'd be happy.
So that'll be fun too, heckling the Olympic judges. Like particularly 94, where they gave the Russians the gymnastics team. They should not have given them the
That's
gold
Summer
medal.
Olympics. We're not talking Summer Olympics.
94, man. Yeah. It was 94, I believe. Might have been 96. That might have been the World's 94. Anyway.
Speaking of a lot of fun, we're going to have a lot of fun this week, but I've got a question. Did the calendar get confused? Did somebody think it was Amy's birthday this week? Because this week on Talking Wrestling, it's all about Arn Anderson. Tuesday night, 7 Eastern, 6 Central. They're going to talk about Arn.
The proper
it's going to be like a 3-hour show, right?
We may. I don't know. It may be a 2-day show.
Okay. I mean, if Amy's going to talk about Arn, it's going to be.
So apparently it's going to be his top 10 moments. In all fairness, I delivered the list to both her and Dave of my top 10 moments of Arn Anderson, being that he was my favorite wrestler. I would say that it's really hard to get 10. Very hard to get 10. I know what my 10 are. And ended up leaving Vader taking a spine buster off the list. And so, yes.
First lady, I don't know who all those guys are, but okay.
Hey, now what's funny, he put Aaron Anderson, and it makes me realize that Amy's son secretly has the name Arn in his name.
You really think that's a surprise?
I just figured that out.
That's like my practice husband. Be his birth. That's like my practice husband thinking my son's middle name is for him. When it's really
But
for
hey, what
Christian,
do I know? I gave my
it's for
son a
Christian
baseball
Slater,
name,
but
and
that's
he's
okay.
this superstar soccer player. So
I mean, hey, exactly. Come on. What do
Yeah.
we know?
I remitted my 10. For those of you who don't know,
Amy's
I'm the
number
one who
moment,
named
please.
Amy the first
Yes.
lady of the Arn Anderson fan club. It might have been read aloud by somebody else, but I'm the one who named her that. And she deserves that title.
Yes.
It's borderline obsession, and that's okay. We love you
That's
anyway.
all right. We love her. Anyway.
So I will be very interested to see how her list and my list pair up. What I was saying is, in November of 1993, the incident they will not talk about happened 30 days prior to or so is where Arn stabbed Sid with some scissors over there in Europe. Probably not a top 10 moment for Arn Anderson. But the 93 match, what happened is they were going to split Vader and Sid up. They were going to have that as the Starrcade match instead of Flair versus Vader. They did in Charlotte. And so they attacked Sid, the Kongs, I think they were, the guys in the big guys in the black masks. And so Arn and Flair wrestle Steve Austin and Vader.
Wow.
Arn is in baby blue tights. And on a Saturday night wrestling event, hits the spine buster on Vader in 1993. The one people remember most often, though, is the handicap match from Clash of the Champions before Fall Brawl in 1995, where he also hits Vader with the spine buster. But he did it first in 1993. My point was, that's how significant that event was. I think that was a big moment for him. Didn't make the top 10. So, yeah, I love Dave so much.
I love you so much.
You know what's funny? He defended him. He said he was using voice to text and it screwed him.
Yeah.
I just realized that not only did he swing and miss and put Aaron Anderson, Aaron, he also put Art Anderson.
That's what I was saying. I don't know who any of these guys are because it wasn't just one. It was more than one.
But they're all double A. And,
they're all double A. That is correct.
As long as I'm home from work, I plan on seeing Talking Wrestling, and y'all should too, because
I'll be late until somebody reminds me because I can't remember anything to.
I'll be at soccer practice like we always are, but I will tune in.
You'll be dialing in from the car or the mall.
I will. Oh, I figured out that I take my laptop now and I sit in the car.
See, there you go.
And I use my hotspot on my phone.
Excellent.
So it'll be much better situation than it's been before.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. That list will be locked and loaded, was the point. This is an endorsement of Amy's fandom. Absolutely. She loves Arn.
Wonderful.
It
will be interesting to see what she thinks are the top 10 moments for him.
I'm excited. I mean, awesome. Him hugging her, number one.
Right, top 10 moment. The time we talked to him at this event, the time we talked to him
I was going to say, the time we did this with him, the time we did that with him. Yeah. All right.
Oh, me. Great show, guys. Even though, PIXAR, I will agree with Andrew. I mean, I like PIXAR, but it doesn't, it pales
in comparison
to Disney proper.
Yeah, Terry, did I say that I like PIXAR?
No, you don't like PIXAR.
No, the other part is what I agreed with. Because it's nothing like, especially when it comes to the music.
No.
Because there's a lot more singing and original songs in the Disney.
Well, and we were joking about it, but when we did those Disney soundtracks, that was probably, and I can't remember the exact movie order, but I want to say it was Little Mermaid, it was Aladdin, it was Lion King, it was Beauty and the Beast, and it was Frozen. Come at me and tell me there's a better top 5.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
I mean, originality, music,
we're about to have curling, long jump, figure skating. I don't know. That's gonna be a tough
skeleton, luge, bobsledding.
Have you guys seen the scandal? I know Terry has because he shared it. But what about the scandal with them using the penis enlargement for better, whatever for the sky jump?
So apparently they do measurements of their bodies, like in very fine detail, to make the size of the suit the proper size. And when they do that, if they have more girth in their penis, they'll get a bigger suit in that area, more surface area, and they'll get more distance on their jump. So they're shooting them up to make them thicker. And also, they're using all these condoms, so it probably helps with that too.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, 10,000 condoms in 3 days is impressive.
Right. I think they said during the last Winter Olympics, or it may have been the last Summer Olympics, 130,000 condoms were used.
Well, I completely believe this because, as everything you know on this show comes full circle, I have watched the show Heated Rivalry, and these guys are waiting for seasons before their interactions.
Sometimes, Matt.
Yeah, before their interactions.
What was it, like 9 years or something ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, so when did you all meet? Well, we were rookies. No, before that, you know, oh my God. If you watch the Cottage episode, everybody just watch the Cottage episode because Ilya is on fire.
He's really wanting everybody to watch this. Yeah.
I really need everybody to watch this.
We've both said this. It takes a secure personality to watch this show.
Very much so.
And if you watch it, you understand why women and gay men love the show. And if you're a straight man who can watch it and get through it, you will have a better insight into how we think and feel.
And probably love it too, because there's some really good lines in there.
Yes.
I got to be honest. I still haven't started watching Ted Lasso, and that's actually
oh my God,
makes sense to me.
You're killing me.
Because I mean, I still need to watch that.
And it's soccer. Come on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Fourth season's coming.
Ted was a great coach. I love the dart scene. It's my favorite.
Best. Yes, I like the be a goldfish speech. All right.
I'm going to put it on my list. I will start Ted Lasso at some point. But my next two books, Silence of the Lambs and Shoeless Joe. And for those that don't know, once a month, for every month, I'm going to read a novel that became a movie. Now, it took me until half of February to read the January book, but I'm going to really hustle and catch up. I may have some ideas for some content based on this, some comparisons of the movies and stuff. So keeping that out there, but I want to build some stuff up because you obviously can't read a book a week. I can't. My schedule doesn't allow it. Yeah, you might be able to, but my schedule does not allow that. And I may have some content at some point. I don't know how. I don't know when. But more of a monthly format to possibly do comparisons of movies and books. So we'll see what happens.
Silence of the Lambs, Thomas Harris. The prequel is Red Dragon. The sequel is Hannibal. Fantastic series of books.
I think there's 4 books and 3 movies. Is that correct?
Yeah, you get more Hannibal in all of the books, of course. But Silence of the Lambs, he is as pivotal in the book as he is in the movie. 16 minutes on screen, portrayed by Anthony Hopkins. And since you've seen the movie, you will never imagine Hannibal Lecter as anybody other than Sir Anthony Hopkins. Even when you're reading it.
Oh, I was reading out loud as Tom Hanks reading Forrest Gump.
I bet you imagine Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump.
But it took me a very long time to read it because I was slowing down to read it.
Oh, fuck, I love that.
I was reading.
Oh, my God. Jenny. That's how he reads Jenny. Jenny.
There's a lot of differences. But yeah, I'll go into that at some point. But
and Terry loves it. Mobile, Alabama.
Bober, he doesn't know what you're talking about, but I 100% agree. Coach Beard dancing in the club. Excellent scene.
Okay.
That's the one soccer player that's a lot like me. He's got a little bit of like irrationality, just kind of does what he wants. He's the dude with the beard.
Roy Kent. You are Roy Kent.
That is
100%. You are Roy. Yeah, okay. That, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I guess
by the way, my favorite character, so no big surprise there.
Okay.
Shocker.
Yes, sorry, we're done. Terry, if you don't watch it, we're gonna have a fight.
I will eventually watch it.
Okay.
All right. So I'll get to that soon. I got some books to read, all that jazz. Great to be back. We were all over the place. It was fun. Thank you for that. Thanks everybody that voted, everybody that tuned in. As always, love your people. Tell them you love them. Make it weird. See you next time, everybody.